Violent riots erupt in Washington, D.C. today during the electoral certification process on Capitol Hill. What you just heard was part of a video message from President Trump to tens of thousands of protesters.
We're going to take a live view right now of Washington, D.C. at this hour. The crowds appeared to have largely cleared out, although it did take several hours for many of them to leave. The mayor of D.C. did issue a curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
One woman died after being shot during today's riots. Fox 2's Jasmine Huda joins us now with how all of this started and shares some of those shocking images out of the Capitol. Jasmine.
Mandy and John, shocking is right. Never have we seen this kind of violence, at least not like this. A mob storming our nation's Capitol building, forcing members of Congress to take cover. Angry and relentless, supporters of President Trump taking part in a demonstration that quickly turned dangerous. They clashed with police, scaled walls, and forced their way into the Capitol building as police did what they could to hold back the crowds. A scene that went from destructive to disruptive to even deadly. One person was killed.
They shot her in the neck and she fell back on me.
The crowd pushing deeper into the Capitol, reaching the Senate chambers.
And it will stand in recess until the call of the chair.
We'll pause.
Protesters are in the building.
Everybody stay down! Guns drawn as members of Congress seen bracing for cover, huddled behind their chairs, the Capitol building on lockdown.
We were just told that there has been tear gas in the rotunda.
One occupier taking a seat on the Senate floor. Another photograph showing a man reclining with his feet up in Nancy Pelosi's office. President-elect Joe Biden demanding the president step down and expressing outrage.
It's not protest, it's insurrection.
Really some stunning images from today. A lot of people have been wondering, who are these people who were protesting and who were part of the riots at the nation's capital? Were they from D.C.? Were they from out of town? Well, most of these people were from out of town. D.C. is a heavily Democratic area. A lot of people flew in, they drove in, and they took buses and arrived in the D.C. area last night. Reporting live, I'm Jasmine Huda, Fox 2 News.